Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. We are picking up right where we left off. If you haven't watched the previous video, I was here in Shelbyville, Indiana, delivering to Kroger last night. And the shipper from Columbia, Missouri, they shipped 47 boxes extra. Kroger didn't want to take it, so I've been sitting here all day to figure out what's going to happen. And finally, I got the answer. And the answer, take it back to Columbia, Missouri. All right, don't mind if I do, buddy. Don't mind if I freaking do, man. Hell yeah, man, this worked out very good. It really did. I had a different load I was supposed to pick up just north of Indianapolis. I had two drops, one in Danville, Illinois today at 4 p.m. and one tomorrow in Republic, Missouri, down around Springfield, Missouri. I had to cancel that one. Luckily, broker was very understanding, because yesterday when I booked the load with him, he was like, "Oh, you going to Kroger?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh, buddy, good luck." But I mean, honestly, they were not too bad. It's just that they didn't want to take what they didn't order. So, and I totally understand. I mean, it's not their fault. It's not my fault. It's not broker's fault. Whose fault is it? Shipper's fault. But I'm sure they didn't do it on purpose either. You know, but you never know, man. Maybe these guys, they want to send something extra just so they can say, "Oh, we sent it, you took it, so now you have to pay for it." You know, you never know, man. I know that I've never hauled watermelons, but few of my friends that did, they said that Walmart would sometimes reject, you know, a couple of pallets because they didn't order it, but these guys are trying to sneak it in, so that way they can charge Walmart for those extra pallets, you know, that they didn't order it. So unfortunately for them, it didn't work this time right here, so they're gonna have to pay dearly. Hell yeah, man, this is freaking awesome, I'm telling you. Looks like we might have some rain over here, man. But hey, was is, buddy. Here's the rain. Here's the rain, buddy. You gotta slow down. There's a lot of traffic. And whenever the roads are wet, you can't drive on them as fast. Well, you can do whatever you want, but that's what I'm saying. And you shouldn't drive on wet pavement as fast as you drive on what pavement? Come on, buddy. Speak up today. Anytime, dummy. You shouldn't be driving on wet pavement as fast as you do on dry pavement. There it is. I was talking to myself there, by the way, because I had a hard time speaking for a second because I was thinking about something else over here. Richard's mom. All right. Okay, that wasn't too bad. But it's gonna get worse. According to the weather app. Man, honestly, this young lady, the broker lady that is for this load, and for the load yesterday, I don't know, she just seems so freaking awesome, man. I have not worked with a broker that's this good or this nice, I mean, in a long time, man, or if ever, you know. And I've been doing this for a long ass time. Like, she suggested to me what I should ask for, you know, to bring this stuff back to Colombia. I was like, oh, are you freaking kidding me? Hell yeah, that works for me. And she also said $250 for layover. Usually, these assholes, they want to pay you $150 for a layover, which if you have a driver wants some money. He doesn't want to just sit there for free all day. So you got to pay the driver, and at the end, you left with nothing, pretty much. And you own a truck that you know, that you paid for, whatever, trailer, you got to pay for insurance and everything. And after you pay your driver, you don't have nothing. You know, but no, this young lady, man, thank you so much, really. She already sent me a rate confirmation with everything, and we are good to deliver. Gonna sleep in my own bed tonight, man. Hell yeah, can't beat that shit, I'm telling you. This load worked out perfectly. Damn right it did, buddy. Damn right. It's better than that other load that I had going to freaking McLean Foods, man. Those guys are stupid. Well, at some places, not all of them. I'll have to admit that. But the one in Republic, yeah, they're kind of dumb, to be honest with you. Thank God we're not going down there. But hey, I was going to go down there because I was going to, you know, I wanted to make money. This is where the best money in trucking is, man. Midwest. You know, I could have gotten a load, like, okay, I wouldn't have been able to pick it up because of these boxes, 47 boxes in the back. But I'm just saying, this is where the money is in Midwest. I could have gotten a load to go to, I don't know, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, you know, Pennsylvania, over there, back east somewhere, that would pay more than what I would have gotten on that other load that I booked going to Missouri. But what's the freaking point? When there's loads back east and all these other places except Florida, but nobody wants to pay anything, you know. And I sure as hell ain't gonna haul that shit for free, man. So here we are, Missouri bound. Hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. Okay, you better slow down or you're gonna get pulled over. Dumbass. Terre Haute, Indiana. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. I used to tell my driver, you know, I don't know how I pronounced it before, but whenever I had drivers, he was laughing at me. He was like, "That's not how you pronounce it." I was like, "Okay, motherfucker, then how do you do it?" So, but anyway, right over here behind this truck stop, there used to be Pilot. It's like 1-9 right now, I think. Russ Fisher Truck Parts. It's a junkyard, salvage yard. They sell parts there. I had to buy a drive shaft from them one time because mine was about to fall off. Hey, yes, sir. And you know, you're supposed to have a little bit of play in your drive shaft whenever you move it like that, you know, not drive it in a differential in the rear end. And I bought that fucker and I took it down to Effingham, Illinois, to TA or Petro, one of them things. This was a long time ago, man, on my Freightliner Century, on my first truck. And that cocksucker down there is telling me, oh, this is way too much play. You're not supposed to have this much. You're gonna need to get a new differential. I didn't know anything, man. I kind of panicked. I was like, oh my freaking God. I started calling around, you know. I called like 10 different shops asking them, you know, how much the rear end is. I started getting quotes. Guess what? Turns out it was nothing, and it's a normal freaking thing. It's just that these morons at TA, these truck stop mechanics are so fucking stupid, they don't know anything, man. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, man, I don't even want to let those assholes change my tires. Like, I let the assholes down in Forestell, Missouri at TA put on these brand new tires in the rear that I got last year. And guess what? I had to have it redone because dumbass moron didn't tighten the valve stem properly, and you know, the air was leaking. So then I got on them about giving me my money back, and at the end I didn't get anything because they were like, well, you should have taken it to another TA. Why the hell would I take it to another TA so they can fuck it up even more? Dumbass morons. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see right there, but we're going to be going to some of this yellow stuff on the map, which means a lot of rain, but not too much. You want to watch out for that red stuff. The red stuff is south of us, thank God. Yes, sir. This morning when I was sitting there at that truck stop in Shelbyville, it started raining really bad, for not for long, maybe like 10-15 minutes, like really, really bad, and the wind was blowing. I was like, oh my freaking God, man, what if there's a tornado or something? Like, where are we supposed to hide, like as the drivers, you know? Are we just supposed to sit in the truck and wait for whatever happens, whatever's coming to come? I don't know, man. Not fun, buddy. Alright, welcome to Illinois, everyone. Remember, pay attention, especially in the rain or in the snow. When you see traffic, turn on your four-ways, just like a couple of these guys ahead of me did. So, hell yeah, man. Anybody know what lane we need to be in going west?
We need the right lane.
Looks like left lane is closed due to some construction right here by the Revenue Collecting Center in Illinois. You know, I think that Donald Trump and his cronies, well,
lane closures ahead.
I would like to think that they are watching my channel and they have heard me yap about, since I started making these videos, I believe I've been talking on this issue for a year and a half now, about unsafe drivers who cannot speak English. And finally, there's that executive order that just landed yesterday, and I believe that's gonna make our roads a lot safer. That's gonna make me a lot safer, and each and every one of you. Every time you step onto the road, it should, I mean, in all the reality, it should make you safer, you know, it really should, but I guess time will tell, man. Time will freaking tell, guy. You know, sometimes I talk about politics in my videos. Like I've talked about politics before and stuff, but I try to avoid that shit because sometimes I'll go to watch a repair video on YouTube or something. I'll watch a guy's video. I was like, man, this video is pretty nice, you know. And then this motherfucker starts talking about politics, and I'm like, man, this video fucking sucks. So I don't really want to talk about politics in my videos anymore, because I don't know. I'll talk about something like, there's like 5 or 10 different videos that I've talked about a subject, and I've been on a like 5 or 10 minute rant about something, and then whenever I'm editing it, I was like, nah, man, don't put that in. So I'll just leave that out. So I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna start a different channel where I talk about politics and all the other bullshit. I don't know, man. You guys tell me if that's a good idea or not. But I will talk about everybody. Just because I voted for Trump does not mean that I'm not gonna talk bad about that orange motherfucker. Do not fool yourself, buddy. Do not fool yourself, man. If I don't like something, we're gonna say it like it is, buddy. We're gonna say it like it is. No, I don't know. It's just an idea that I thought about. Maybe whenever I build my, you know, office down in basement or downstairs, it's not really a basement. Downstairs, whenever I finish building that shit, I'll build me like a nice studio where I can talk about politics. And I'm gonna yell like Hitler did. Haben Sie behandelt Juden? maybe I'll create some kind of radio show, you know, like, or I don't know, some kind of talk show, and have Kanye West as my first guest, so we can discuss jujus. Hell yeah, buddy, that'd be freaking bad. Kanye West knows what's up, man. He had his mind open like long time ago, and these people I try to say that he's crazy. He's not crazy, man. He figured it out, bro. He figured it out, and these people are doing everything to bury him, but it's kind of impossible because he has a lot of money, you know. They tried, I mean, they really did, but it didn't work. But anyway, there I go, talking about politics again. All right, man. It's cleared up. Here in about maybe, I don't know, like, let's see how long, probably like about 20 minutes, there's not going to be anything. The roads will be dry, my friend, and then we can hit it and get home real fast. Alrighty. Hey there, Mr. Revenue Collector. What's up, buddy? You collect any money today, huh? Probably. Welcome to Effingham, Illinois, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, I positioned my truck here because I was gonna take a picture from this side, but then this guy decided to park here, which, you know, it's not my parking, so I'm not gonna say anything. I don't give a damn. So good on you, my friend. All right, let's get going, man. Swing wide, dude. It's a freaking trailer, man. I have a buddy that he married an American lady, and his accent is like really thick. It's like, Vladimir, how are you, buddy? Where are you from? It's like one of them freaking accents, like Russians, you know, but he's Bosnian. And I'm gonna call him here in a second. I'm gonna tell him, I'm sorry, but you can't drive anymore. He's gonna be like, well, what do you mean? I'm gonna be like, well, you don't know how to speak English. I mean, he knows how to speak English, but you know, not that much. Fucking asshole. Welcome to Missouri, everyone. St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri. Interstate 270 right here. Yes, sir. 125 miles till you get to the house. Hell yeah, man. Go home, relax, get up in the morning, go deliver this thing, and collect our money. That's how it's done, man. That's how it's freaking done. I'm glad I ran into this lady broker, man, because I know if it was anybody else, man, any other broker, they would try to fuck me over really bad. You know, they would not say, I think you should request this much, you know, which is just as much as what I brought it for to Indiana. You know, even though the market in Indiana is not the same like it is in Missouri. In Missouri, it's better, you know. And she said, I think you should ask for that much, and I think we can get it. I was like, well, freaking thank you, man. If it was other broker, they would say, oh, well, they don't want to pay you this much because, you know, the market is not that, so they're only giving you half, whatever, you know. But thankfully, this young lady, she's freaking awesome. This is only, well, something like this has happened very similar when I first bought my truck a long time ago, and I ran from my stupid ass cousin under his authority. I picked up 2 loads in Kansas City. They were partial loads. One was paying $3,500. It was going to Providence, Rhode Island. Another one was paying $3,000 and it was going to Connecticut. I delivered 3,500 part of the load in Providence, Rhode Island, and I was like, I'm gonna be on my way down to this one store, I don't know, some kind of grocery store. It was some kind of shelf that I was delivering to Kansas City. Like not very much. I mean, maybe like half a truck, if that. And when I was unloading up there in Rhode Island, my cousin called me. He said, these people from Kansas City, they sent the wrong stuff. Do not go to your delivery. I was like, the fuck you mean? And he was like, just take it back to Kansas City and they're gonna pay you the same amount what you brought it for, you know, over there, which was $3,000 on that one. But the other one for $3,500 I delivered that. It was some kind of like lamps and boxes, you know. I was like, freaking A, man, $3,000 from freaking Rhode Island back to Kansas City. Don't mind if I do, man. Don't mind if I do. That broker wasn't too happy because he knew that, you know, what the market is back east. But my cousin, he's a smart fucker. He said, well, if you don't want to pay him that much, find a place where he can deliver to it, then you guys deal with it, you know, pick it up and take it back to Kansas City. And he was like, no, we'll pay. I was like, damn right you'll pay, motherfucker. Alright. I still don't like my cousin, just to be clear. Fuck that guy, man. Fucking asshole. Me and my dumbass cousin, we haven't been talking about, I don't know, man, like maybe 3 years or something like that. Ever since I asked that cocksucker for a pallet jack, you know, to borrow it, and he wanted to sell it to me for the same price as I could go and buy a brand new one in Menards, you know, for $250, brand new one. It was back in the day, it was that much. Might be a little bit more now, you know. After everything I did for him, all the fucking favors, he wanted to sell me a pallet jack instead of giving me one. So I stopped talking to him, you know. I was like, well, you're not gonna use me anymore, motherfucker. I went to Baltimore to pick up Northeast Maryland. That's what it's called, Northeast Maryland, just north of Baltimore. I went there to pick up some semi trucks for him with him. Bring it over here because he bought them at the auction. I didn't charge him anything. I went to Mount Juliet, Tennessee auction down there, Ritchie Brothers, to pick up some trucks, bring it back for him over here. And still, this motherfucker wanted to sell me a pallet jack instead of letting me use it one time to unload some seeds at the farmer's, place. And but anyway, but then whenever I bought the Reefer, I was working on my truck behind the Walmart. This motherfucker stops there with the car and he starts talking to me. I was like, oh my God, I just wanted to turn around, walk away, but I was kind of shocked, I was like, the fuck is going on, man? Because we haven't been talking, and I've seen him before. I walked by him, I didn't say anything. No. He did not stop there because he likes me, because I don't like him and I know that he doesn't like me. He stopped there to get the information about the Reefer so he can go and buy a Reefer for himself, and try it out. He didn't buy it because, I told him the truth, but that it's not, I don't know, it's not all peaches and cream, I wish I never bought this fucking thing. I wish I'd stuck with the drive-in, but it is what it is, man. And that motherfucker, man, he will use his own brother. He bought a fucking Volvo here at the old Ritchie Brothers auction in St. Louis, East St. Louis. He bought it for like $12,000. He sold that fucking truck to his brother for $27,000. I found, and my cousin, his brother, he didn't believe me. So I was like, what's your last six of the win? He told me, and I went on auction results, previous auctions, because you can see what truck has been sold and whatnot on there, and for how much. I found it for him when he was at my house. I found it for him on RichieBrothers.com, or RB Auctioneers it's called right now, and it was like $12,000, and this cocksucker sold his own brother a truck for $25,000. I was like, oh my God, man, if that motherfucker is gonna fuck his brother over like that, just imagine what he would do to me or to you. I hate people like that, man. I really do. And I know that his brother did a lot of stuff for him whenever he was starting out in the trucking business, but no, he doesn't give a shit about anybody else but himself, man. Which, hey, police ahead.
There are police reported ahead.
Oh, that car over there all the way to the left might get pulled over. But anyway, enough about my cousin, man. Fuck that guy. Fucking asshole. Should have fucked his ex-wife when I had a chance. But I was like, no, he's my cousin. I can't do that. Sure wish I did. I heard she has like nipples like that fucking big, like half a finger. I'll poke your fucking eye out, bro. Alright. Almost, the bird almost ran into the truck, man. All right, getting on Missouri State Route 370. Look at that, buddy. That guy got fucked up. Bridgeton, Missouri is where we are. Hey there, motherfucker. Scared the shit out of him. assholes. Why are you walking right here, dumbasses? Well, I guess because they can. They blocked off like the whole freaking lane over here for these assholes to walk on a bridge. But, oh, okay, and then they get off right here after the bridge. There's a trail that goes, okay. Yeah, that's okay. I wouldn't want to walk there. No, sir. One of these assholes hits that barrier or whatever, and that's not gonna stop a car or a semi-truck. You're a goner, buddy.
Is to take the I-70 exit.
Yes, ma'am. You see, I know how to get home, but I like having this lady on all the time so that if something's in the road, God forbid, she can warn me, you know. Something just around the corner.
Is to take the I-70
She
exit.
can say, hey, there's some debris in the road, slow down, asshole. Or like, there's the police. Interstate 70. Hell's yeah, man. Alrighty. Davis Truck Service LLC, Kansas City, Missouri. Thank you so much for moving out of passing lane, buddy. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you very much. Man, this would be a great dedicated lane to have.
There are police reported ahead.
You know, Missouri to Indiana and back. Be home every other night. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that, man. Oh yeah, man, check out the freaking sunset, bruh. And this revenue collecting center is closed. Dang right, buddy. Dang freaking, look at that sun, man. Why are you doing that, bro? Right in my freaking eyes, man. Huh? All right, well, good morning, everyone. Let's go deliver this freaking thing, man. Man, I wish they would. I wish I would come over here and they would say, you know, you can go back to Kroger and they will take it. I'd be like, oh my God, bro. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it'd be freaking nice, man. Really would. Easy money, man. Easy freaking money. A lot of construction happening in Missouri along Interstate 8, not 80, dummy. Interstate 70. So, and they're gonna redo this intersection right here, which this is US 63, and straight ahead is Interstate 70. Every time you wanna get onto the Interstate 70 from 63 or get onto the 63 from Interstate 70, you have to go through a bunch of stoplights and it would take forever. You know, people are complaining for years that it would take them an hour to get from like this point where I'm at to turn on to the Interstate 70 and go west, you know. And now they're gonna eliminate that to where you not, if you wanna go on the interstate or if you wanna get on 63 from the interstate, you're not gonna have to go through those stoplights anymore. So I don't know how they're gonna do it just yet, but you know, they're gonna do it. I'm gonna slide these to the back like usual. And let's take this padlock off. All right, we're empty. 5 minutes, man. I told them in there, I was like, every time you see me come here, please put extra boxes on there so that I can bring them back and get paid. Hell yeah, buddy. It's raining here. Look at that blue beast. Look at that blue bastard. What's up, buddy? Well, we're gonna end the video here, ladies and gentlemen. So that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go home and try to find another one. So have a great day, everyone. Stay safe out there. Thank you for coming along on another. This one might be short, but hey, it's better than nothing. All right, let's shut this door. In over 19 years since I've been driving, these people here, from security guard to everybody, I mean, are some of the nicest people, man, that I've ever ran into, including this broker lady. I mean, she had no bitch ass attitude like some of these other dudes would have, you know. And I mean, it's just amazing, man. It really is. So let's go home, try to find another load, and you know, if we find something, we find it. If we don't, then we are home. But the way that it always turns out, it's hardest to find something when you're home because you don't feel like going anywhere, you know. So he asked me, damn, bro, why are you still recording after you said thank you everybody so much for watching? I will see you on the next one. Anyway, he said that, you know, he asked me, like, do you always deliver the Kroger? Because whenever he overships to other people, like, they don't have a problem with that. They'll take it. And I'm like, I don't know. I've had some stuff being overshipped. Like, I remember a couple of times the Walmart, like, you know, a couple of cases of like fresh chicken, and they took it. Like, they didn't mind, you know, and they wrote on there that, you know, they took it. Yeah, that security guard, super freaking nice. I remember him from when I came here to drop the trailer off for those loads for these guys so they can store their stuff. He told me whenever you get done, you can just roll on by. I was like, thanks, brother. And yeah, Walmart, whenever they told me there was 2 extra cases of fresh chicken, I was like, oh my freaking god, man, I'm gonna get like 50 freaking pounds of chicken because those boxes are giant, man. They're like banana boxes, you know, filled with chicken packs, like packs of fresh chicken. Damn, I'm gonna get out of here. But no, Walmart said, we're gonna take it. I was like, you freaking bastards. Don't you have enough chicken already, Walmart? Huh? I was like, I'm gonna take 50 pounds of chicken, take it home. I did have couple times. Well, let's not say a couple times, but I'm sure it has happened. I've had one time, I remember I was delivering to Memphis. I don't know where it was, but I was delivering something from Texas, and it was KFC spices, like, you know, the shit they put on KFC chicken to make it kind of delicious and stuff. And something they overshipped, and you know, they didn't want to take it, so the broker told me to throw it away. He said, you have to take pictures that you threw it away, and you know, put it in trash bags and whatnot, and you know, take pictures that you threw it away. So I just brought this shit home, man. It was like 10 freaking giant boxes. I brought that shit home, and I was eating KFC for years, man, without going to KFC. you know, and I did put it in trash bags, and you know, just took pictures for it, but I didn't take it to the trash. So I'm like, this is KFC, brah. All right, now the video's over. I think maybe, I don't know.